klar. Aha. Oh. Nein. Oh. Nein! Was der Himmel? Das ist so doof. What the fuck? Nein, nein! What?
Rezepte, aber das hat nichts damit zu tun, oder? Es ist trotzdem ein cooles Geschenk, glaube ich. Ja.
Oh my god. Oh my. What? First. Oh my god. First attempt. What the hell? Oh my god. It's over. It's over. Oh my god. Oh, it's over. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hi guys, it's me, Vincent here, and this is my voice. I've been playing Geometry Dash for over a year now, and I'm glad to have beaten an insane demon in this time. I chose Magma Bound because you may know Soulspa, a YouTuber, has also beaten it, but also because Magma Bound looks cool and it's just a nice level overall. I was going for Windy Landscape first, but when I saw Magma Bound, I knew that this will be my first insane demon. Not only is it much cooler than Windy Landscape, it is also 60Hz friendly because it has only 2 ship sections and 1 wave input in it. So as a 60Hz mobile player, I played this instead. It is so crazy to me that I actually did it. One of my friends is also a GD player, and he motivated me to keep going and challenged me whose hardest is more difficult. As for the level itself, I'm not exactly sure if it's really an insane demon. I couldn't decide first if it's a hard or an insane demon, but I chose insane because there are some timings which are tough to perform. But still, 4900 attempts isn't that much. I thought it will take me like 10k attempts. But yeah, just at this moment right here, where I decided its difficulty, I got a call by my friend, and then he told me that he has beaten it too. At the same time, this is so funny because something like that happened before, when we were playing Deadlock together. And in the same call, we both beat it. I'd recommend this level to everyone who wants to beat an insane demon. It's one of the easiest insanes in the game, and it's definitely worth a shot. This level has decent deco, it has a nice touch of a cartoon-styled movie, a banger song, and even the gameplay itself is nice. The boss fight at 70%, if you call it so, is really cool, and especially the robot, where the cartoon is trying to catch you. But as always, every level has a few issues. In this level there were a few parts which were relatively easy, and a few sections like this robot which belong into an entry extreme. The first section is pretty hard, especially these dash orbs and this green orb. Oh man, I had so many troubles with this orb, since you can't buffer it, plus the timing is rough. The spider is a bit easier and the timings in it aren't as tight as the dash orbs at the beginning. But what makes this section hard is this green orb right here. I died here so many times, because I always used to click too early, and if you don't buffer it, you'll die at the next spikes. The first roboter is really easy. Sometimes this transition screwed me up, because it's basically a blind jump and just overall a bad transition. Then there's this mini click, and those at the end. Especially on mobile, this seemed to be very difficult. But the next section is much more difficult, and in my opinion, the hardest part in the level. The first ship is fine, but the second ship, oh no, was this a choke point. Like every third run who made it this far made it through this ship. The other 2 died there. I felt like this section is entirely luck based, due to how inconsistent I was at this. Definitely the biggest choke point in this level. But after that, it was relatively easy. The only difficult inputs were this black orb and the dash orb. Fortunately, I got this section really consistent, because if this blue orb didn't exist, I would have had a much harder time. The dark part as the minicube on the other hand is easy, and I mean really easy. The only thing you have to do is buffering the inputs, or else you die. There's only one, but a relatively tight input, and this double click at the black orb. In my opinion, this section is the worst part gameplay wise. The second spider is very hard. The part starts with 6 quick inputs, and I don't know why, but this black orb right here was the bane of my existence. It was so inconsistent to me. I either didn't hold long enough so that the spider can go up, or I just missed it entirely. I died there 8 times from 0. This input is also difficult, but the rest was okay. And then, the final robot may be the hardest section, but I was relatively consistent at it. That's what I thought. Everything in this section is hard, and the fast speed doesn't help. The double input is difficult to perform, while you have to go into this gap. Getting into this gap isn't difficult, but getting out of it, this input right here, is so hard. Probably the hardest click in the level. And the double click at 86% is just as hard. I died there 7 times. And the last input is probably the second hardest in the level. So overall, yes, this roboter is very hard. The final section, the cube, is the easiest part of the level. There's no way I can die there, right? Yeah, I never died at 91%, and especially not 2 times. The level is unbalanced and the 47 chip was a huge factor for the run. But still, the gameplay itself is very fun and the music sync is on point. Scorch did an amazing job with this level. Man, what an experience with this level. From one of the fastest progress in the game, beating the level in 2 runs after the 80 to 100 run the day prior, to one of the craziest, worst and most enduring experiences in the game. I can't tell you how I managed to die over 45 times past the dark part or past 70%. 72 times 8, 74 times 6, 86 times 7, 91 times 2 and even 93. On September 21st, I got a new best of 86%, but this wasn't the only thing on this day. No, 3 hours later I got 87, and then the unfortunate fail at 91%. If I didn't die there, I would have beaten it far sooner, but instead I got fail after fail, 74, 72, 86, 88, 89 and even 93%. It would have taken me 1k attempts less, and because I still had to beat Magma Bound, naturally I stayed for a bit longer. Let's just say it was 5 AM when I finally gave up and went to bed. The next morning I was trying to beat it again, and literally the first attempt in this section was the winning attempt. I can't tell you how much a break can help you. If you can take a break, do it. But yeah, the experience with it was sort of interesting. I never died at the end as often as now, but I still enjoyed it nonetheless. I'm super glad that I managed to beat it at the end. Looking back 1 year ago, my hardest was Clubstep, and in just 1 year I improved so much at the game. This means a lot to me, from Deadlock to Verity, 9 circles and now Magma Bound. Magma Bound will always take a special place for being the first insane demon and for the end of my first GD year. This demon ends the first chapter but starts a whole new one. It is far from over, as my main goal is to beat Bloodbath on 60Hz mobile. According to the community, Bloodbath on mobile is harder than Freedom 08, and Freedom 08 is around Artificial Ascent difficulty, so it's basically impossible for me, but I like the imagination of it. But yeah, other than that, I have nothing to add except I will be showing my 1 year progress in a 20 minutes long compilation video. This Magma Bound video is my favorite so far, and it took me so long to edit it. I had to delay this so many times, but whatever. The upcoming compilation will be even better, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, I thank you all so much for your support in the last few months. It really makes me happy to see that people enjoy my videos quite a bit. And I also want to thank to the most active members like Asemif, Bug, Airbearman and many others. Go subscribe to them. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, Vincent, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!